focus on the breath today. We're going to start lying down, feet hip width apart, arms down by your side. We'll just warm the spine up with some spine curls. Take a big breath in to prepare. As you exhale, sink the waistband, tilt the pelvis and wheel the spine up. Breathe in at the top and exhale to wheel the spine back down. Again, nice big breath into the ribs. Exhaling, sinking the air out of your waist, reach the knees forward. Breathe in at the top. Exhale, soften throat, chest, ribs, and roll down through the spine. Each time you roll up, try and reach your knees a little further forward so you're really standing into the backs of the legs. And as you wheel down, really making sure you're fully emptying the lungs. Continue with your roll-ups, making sure you're really standing in your legs so the energy's going forward and not back into your neck and shoulders. You shouldn't have any movement around the neck and shoulders. The arms should be nice and strong on the mat. Stable upper body. And again, just wheeling the spine down. One last time, rolling up. Inhale to the lungs, keeping the waistband in, and roll the spine down. Next exercise is the 100, which is the perfect exercise to focus on our breathing. It's designed to warm up the body, really get that full inhale and exhale. So just start by taking a couple of breaths, lying on the mat. Make sure you're aiming your breath into your lungs, not into your abs. Focusing on that full exhale each time to really draw that waistband in. From here, reaching the arms forward, lifting the head. If it's accessible today, lift the legs and start beating the arms nice and vigorously, filling the body with air for 5 beats and exhaling all of the air for 5 beats. Notice how the inhale helps you to levitate your upper body almost, and how the exhale really helps you to anchor down through the back of the pelvis. Keep reaching those legs up as you pull the waistband down. Make sure you don't lift up too high with the upper body, the ribs are down. Keeping the head and neck as still as you can. So we're filling the body with oxygen and we're emptying the lungs, flowing all that oxygen around the body with the pump of the arms. Nice and stable center. Almost there. Stilling the arms, bend the knees, reach them down. Take the arms overhead and close the ribs on your exhale, keeping the ribs down. Lift your arms, lift your head on the inhale. And as you reach forward, exhale every last drop of air. We inhale to start the roll down, and we exhale to complete the roll down. Ribs closing, long flat line. Inhale, float up, up, up like a balloon. Keep those legs still. Now exhale more as you reach forward. Draw the shoulders down, continue the roll of the spine, empty the lungs. Fill the lungs. Lifting up, empty the lungs, reaching forward. Really drawing that waistband down, articulating the spine, long body. As you lift up, feel how you've got a little bit more length each time. Rolling back down for the last time, preparing now for our roll over. Press the arms down, lift the legs up and wheel the legs overhead. Take the legs apart and wheel the spine back down. Keep scooping that tummy in as the legs go up and over. Take the legs apart. And I like to exhale on the way down to really again press all of the air out of that central chamber. Inhaling to take the legs up and exhaling to roll the spine back down. And taking the reverse direction there. You can reverse the breath if it's better for you. The most important thing is that you don't hold your breath, you keep the breath flowing. Big inhales, full exhales, engaging your abdominals. Straight into our leg circles. Over, around and stop. Inhale and exhale and stop. Thinking of really standing into the leg that's flat out across the bench, working to mobilize the joint of the moving leg, keeping everything else stable and secure. Circling the leg 5 times in one direction and changing direction. Making sure you've got a constant flow of breath, making sure each time you exhale, you narrow the waistband. Changing legs, standing firm into the leg that's on the ground, taking the leg across the body, and if it's okay on your back, you're actually also lifting that hip and taking the hip across the body as well. Catch the leg when it comes back to the middle. Using the inhale to keep the ribs and the upper body stable and strong. Imagine your body as being gently pulled in each direction like a violin string, and see if you can reach that moving leg further up and away from you each time. And from here, we're going to go into our rolling like a ball, taking hold of the shins, feet off the ground, come onto your tailbone. Inhale back, exhale, hold. Inhale, catch, lift the tail, exhale, hold, deepen the abs. Inhale, shoulders stay down in the back, exhale, scoop and hold. Again, rolling back. I like to think of breathing into both sides of my low back as I roll back. This helps to create more space in the back. Straight into our single leg stretch from here, taking hold of one leg as you reach the other leg away. We want to keep the elbows high so nothing's restricting the air flowing into the lungs. Body nice and stable. And really importantly, as you exhale, you're going to pull the tummy in against the press of the leg into the hands. Again, we're being careful here not to come up too high with the upper body, so the ribs are really pressing down into the bench, as is the whole of the back. But you're using that inhale to keep light in the upper body. Into our double leg stretch. Pull the knees in, exhaling everything. Inhale, reach the arms back. Exhale, circle all the air out. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, circle all the air out. Again, we've got that sense of the inhale providing the stability for the legs and arms to reach away from, almost lifting you up as you pull your waistband down into the mat. Taking our hands behind the head for a double leg stretch. You're going to lower the legs and lift the legs. Inhale the legs down, pressing the back of the head into the hands. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, tummy in, legs lever up. One more time, reach long on the inhale. Exhale, pull that waist in. Bend the knees. We're going to go straight into crisscross. Taking opposite armpit towards the knee. Stretching across. I like a breath out each time I twist at this pace. And really think about wringing my waist out like a sponge. So as I'm exhaling, I'm really squeezing the abs around. Make sure it's your armpit reaching over towards your knee and not your elbow. So you're getting a really good twist. And importantly, the twist is from the mid and upper body and not from the pelvis in this exercise. Coming up now for our spine stretch forward. Take the legs just a little wider than the hips, flex the feet. Take a big breath in, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Exhale as you reach the crown of the head forward between the legs. Breathing in, restack, get a little bit taller. And as you exhale, think of pressing the tummy back as you reach the arms and legs forward. Inhale, restack the spine, you should be even taller. Round forward, keeping the shoulders on the back, reach the heels forward, reach the crown of the head forward, pull the tummy back like you've got a band around your waist and restack even taller. And then rounding from the crown of the head, ribs, tummy, all the way back as you reach those heels forward. From there, we're going to go into our open leg rocker. Rolling back, lift the legs up, come onto the tailbone, shoulders are on the back. I like to inhale back and exhale forward. You can reverse the breathing for this. Some people find that effective. Either way, you want to make sure that you're rolling back to the ribs, you're filling the lungs, and you're lifting up nice and tall, keeping that curve of the spine, keeping the shoulders on the back. Breathing in as you roll back to fill the spine, fill the back. Hold at the top, legs come together, arms floating forward, roll the spine down for corkscrew. We won't go overhead today, so we'll just take the legs to the side, around, to the other side and center, and then we're going to reverse. So here we're keeping shoulders and upper body completely stable. Use the inhale to find that. And as you swing the legs around, use the exhale to keep the tummy in against the reach of the legs. Massaging through the low back here, arms and legs very active. Completing your last one and bending the knees, taking a couple of breaths. From there, coming to lie on your front, preparing for swan prep. Hands under the shoulders, lift yourself into a nice strong cobra. Legs are active, lift the chest, lift the waist. Dip down and lift up. I like to exhale down, inhale, lift. And use that inhale as though I've got a balloon attached to my chest, and that's what lifts me up. So that breath in actually levitates the body up. Keep the legs nice and strong so you're not dropping down. And releasing back down, preparing for our single leg kick, coming up onto the elbows. Lift the chest, lift the waist and kick twice, reach, kick twice, reach. So here we're looking for real pelvic stability. Your knees should be off the mat at this point, so we're not causing any joint strain. We're actually really contracting through the back of the hamstrings, through the glutes. We're not looking for any dipping in the waist. Breathing out as the legs bend and in as they straighten. Releasing back down now, taking the hands behind the back for double leg kick. Drawing the abdominals up towards the spine, hug the inside thighs together. Big breath in as you exhale, kicking in 3 times. Reach the legs back and lift. Again, drawing the abdominals deep in towards the spine, stretching, opening up the upper back. Kicking in 3 times and breathe into the chest, open the front of the shoulders. And again, keeping the pelvis really still, reach nice and strong through the legs. And one more time, lifting up into your big extension and releasing down. Sitting back onto the heels, really breathing into the back of the body here, expanding, filling up the back of the body, and then coming forward with the legs ready for neck pull. Reach the heels forward, flexing at the ankles, taking the hands behind the head, draw up through the spine as you inhale. As you reach the heels forward, press the head into the hands, take a nice big breath in as you start to lift the head, and then exhale, keep reaching through those heels and dive all the way down, exhaling everything. Inhale, restack the spine, taller as you go up, keep reaching through the crown of the head, really using the arms here to support the head as you roll down and as you stretch the spine all the way up. Exhale fully, inhale, restack, exhale, rolling back, inhale, lengthen from heels to crown, and diving down in between the legs. Really empty the lungs to squeeze the abs and restacking. Taking your final roll back here as you prepare for shoulder stand. Take the arms down by the side, fold the legs in and take them up. Taking the legs overhead and up, hands come behind the hips. Split the legs apart, even splits. And here we're making sure that you're not on the neck, but you're really on the shoulders. So big broad breaths into the rib cage and try and keep the navel deep in towards the spine as you kick the legs, making sure that you're really stretching the leg away from you as opposed to just bringing the closest leg towards you. Still the legs, take the arms down by the side and carefully roll down through the spine, exhaling fully. Coming into shoulder bridge now. Make sure you've got even weight on both feet. Take your hands behind your hips, draw the navel deep in towards the spine as you tuck your tailbone underneath. Fold one leg up, stretch it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach the leg down. Inhale to kick the leg back up. And make sure that you, again, use that inhale to keep nice and stable through the pelvis. Fold the leg down, bringing the next leg up. Really lengthen on the inhale. Stretch down as you exhale. Inhale up. Trying not to belly breathe here, try and really breathe into the side and back of the ribs and keep the navel deep in towards the spine, shoulders nice and stable. Fold the legs down, arms down, wheel the spine all the way back down. And just take a couple of breaths there to release and relax the spine. Make sure you're not holding any tension. Preparing now for jackknife. Arms down by the side, legs reaching up. As you exhale, press the legs down. Inhaling, the legs go back and up. Stay on the shoulders and keep reaching the feet up towards the ceiling as you reel the spine down. The legs go away towards you and jackknife up. And then slowly exhaling all the way down as the legs go away. Pull in from your center. Stay on the arms and the shoulders. Keep the breath into the ribs as you wheel the spine down. And again, taking the legs up all the way towards the ceiling, and feel like you're pressing the backs of the legs towards the wall away from you as you roll the spine down. Bending the knees in, and take a moment just to release the spine. We're going into teaser now, so arms are going to come back down by the side. Stretch the legs across the mat. Reach the arms behind you as you exhale. Inhale, wheel the spine up and lift the legs. Leave the legs there as you roll the upper body down. We'll just come down to the shoulders and make sure that you're really staying connected in the abs. Keep reaching the legs up, reach the arms and chest up towards the ceiling. Wheel the spine back down and then lifting up, up, up. Use that inhale to go a little bit taller. Take the arms up and down, keeping the arms still, take the legs down and up. alternating arms and legs. Ideally, your torso stays really, really nice and still. Use that exhale to pull the legs back and then wheel down, getting really, really long. Taking the arms down by the side. And we're going to come into hip circles now. So coming up to sitting, take your arms behind you. Palms are pressing down into the mat. The chest is lifted up. So you've got a real opposition of your arms down. Lift the chest. Legs go to the side, around and center. Exhale, circle round. Inhale, lift to the center. Keeping the torso as still as you can. So this is a lot of work in the abs here. The movement comes from the waist and from the pelvis. Good, bend the knees in. And now an opportunity to stretch that all out with a little bit of swimming. So coming onto your front, reach the legs behind you, stretch the arms forward, pubic bone into the bench, slide the shoulders back to lift the upper body, lift the legs and arms, and each arm and leg is going to alternately paddle up and down. I like to breathe in for the count of 2 or 3 and out for the count of 2 or 3. You can do it up to 5, like the 100. Make sure you're not belly breathing. The tummy is tight and towards the back. You're lifting the arms and legs a little bit higher each time you can, using that inhale to keep buoyant in the chest and the upper body, and release down. Take a moment just sitting back onto the heels just to stretch out the low back. Again, breathing into the back of the body. And then come to a 4-point kneeling position, preparing for our leg pull front. So take the arms under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, press away from the mat, lift up through the center, take opposite an arm and leg to the corners of the mat, reach them up, and then slide everything back in. So your torso is strong and stable here. And as you remove a limb from the mat, you need to gently press into the supporting limb so that you're not switching the weight over from one side of the body to the other. You're really keeping strong in your center by hugging the spine muscles with the abs, using your exhale to really cinch in each time and lengthening the limbs away from that strong center. Again, pressing away from the arm and leg that's on the floor, pulling everything back in. Draw the abs in as you reach long. And again, stretching out. So using those same muscles you just found, coming into a plank position, press away from the floor, lift your abs, engage through the backs of the legs, and gently just mobilizing the ankles, forward and back, trying to keep that sense of activity through the feet, through the hands. Lifting one leg, stretch back and forward on the ankle, place that leg down, and then change. So really square across the hips here, no dipping in the shoulders, no lifting of the hips. Keep the tummy drawing in, the legs super strong, and find the backs of the legs here to lift the legs up one at a time. See if you can use the inhale to stay nice and strong along, and every time you exhale, hug those central muscles in. Resting down onto the heels. Coming into leg pull back, take the legs in front of you, the arms behind you. Open the shoulders as you press the hands into the mat and lift your hips. Nice and strong through the backs of the legs here. Bend slightly at the knee if you feel any trouble in your knees. One leg lifts and lowers. Inhale to lift, exhale, press down. Changing sides, keep nice and strong through the upper body. Trying not to let the hips dip at all. They're staying completely parallel if you can. Slowly lower down. You can stretch forward over your legs, releasing the spine, releasing the head and neck. Taking a few breaths there, releasing the spine before you come up, preparing for side kick kneeling. Coming onto the knees, make sure the hips are over the knees. Take one arm down to the side, lift the opposite leg up. We're going to go forward on the inhale and back on the exhale. Trying to stay lifted up out of the shoulder, trying not to let the hips move, so pressing down through the shin that's on the mat. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale navel to spine, exhale navel to spine deeper. And again, keeping that torso nice and still, keeping the upper body wide and stable. See if you can take the leg a little bit further forward and back each time. up and over to the other side. Press down firmly on the arm and the leg that's on the floor. Reach the leg forward as you inhale and back on the exhale. Again, here we're looking for that buoyancy with the breath. You're not sinking down into the shoulders or the leg. You're pushing down on your hand and your leg to lift up. Find a little bit more strength and length each time you take the leg forward and back. Lifting all the way back up onto the knees. We'll come down onto the side for side bend now. Your hand's going to be a little bit in front of your hips. Make sure you're supported under that shoulder as you lift up, standing in the legs, take your side bend and lower down, being careful not to collapse into the shoulder. I like to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale like there's a string attached to your waist, pulling up to the ceiling, and exhale, controlling down. Take it into the twist now, stretching the arm underneath and up. And again, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the air out and fill with it. And again, wring yourself out and control the descent. Take the legs around to the other side. Align your arm just in front of your shoulder. Stand into the feet. As you inhale, imagine that strap pulling you up, arm by your ear, and exhale down. And again, lift the waist and lower down. Lifting up on the inhale, can you get a little bit longer each time? And then controlling down, not dropping into the shoulder. Let's go into our twist now, a little bit closer with the legs. Squeeze the legs together as you lift up and thread the arm all the way through, squeezing the abs. Inhale to release. Exhale, can you go a little deeper around, keeping the hips square, twisting the upper body here. And last one, stretch all the way around and release. Into the boomerang now, legs across. You're going to take that shape back, open and close the legs, roll down. We're going to hold, inhale, float up as your arms go round behind you. Stretch the spine forward on the exhale. Inhale, big circle of the arms. And we go again, pick the legs up and over. Nice strong legs as they switch. Try and pause and hold as you take the arms back for your stretch. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the abs as you circle the arms all the way around. And again, going back, crisscross, arms up and pause, arms swing back and stretch. Bend over your legs, reach the arms around. And again, lifting up and over. A great example here how the breath can help the flow of the movement. Moving back slightly on your mat now, preparing for crab. Cross the ankles and take hold of them. Round the spine and draw your head down towards the mat. Open the back of the shoulders here. You're going to roll back, pressing the feet into the hands, crisscross the legs nice and dynamically. Keep pressing the feet into the legs here as you press the head forward onto the mat. Rolling back, open, close, coming forward, and light as you touch the head down to the mat, not putting pressure on the head or neck here. Breathing in to go back, and breathing out to come forward. And coming down, we'll come onto our front now for some rocking prep. So lying down, stretch the arms and legs away, taking hold of the ankles, press the pubic bone in towards the bench, press the heels in towards you as you exhale, and press the feet away from you as you inhale. So we're not stretching the shoulders so much here. You contract the back to lift, and then you release down and press the legs down as you lower. Very active through the hands and feet here. And then if it feels accessible, you can try a little rocking, using the breath to get a little bit of a rock there, breathing in and out, and releasing down. Just take a moment to sweep the legs from side to side to release out the low back or anything else which feels comfortable. And from there, bringing the legs around, preparing for control, balance. Lying down on the back, taking the legs up and arms pressing down by the side. Roll the legs overhead. Take the arms behind you, just hovering off the mat or down. Make sure you're still on the shoulders as you press one leg down and the other leg up. The hips stay square here, the tummy stays drawn in, and making sure you're breathing into the lungs helps you to stay on your shoulders and off your neck. Feeling the press of the hands into the leg and the leg into the hands, so we get a good abdominal connection here. Reaching through the legs, stretching them a little bit longer. Finally just wheeling down through the spine, massaging, rolling down through each vertebra. Resting down there. Taking a couple of breaths just to let the spine settle before you come up. Ready for a roll down. Take the heels together, lift the arms up, squeeze the inside thighs as you lift. Stay tall as you dive up and over. Hips staying over the heels. Walking the hands forward. Strong through the hands and feet. Bend the elbows close to the body as you breathe in. Exhale to push up. Great. Coming forward over the elbows, lift the hips, round the spine to come up, walking the hands back. Keep the hips over the heels as you wheel the spine up. Keep going up. Lift the arms, lift the heels, squeezing the inside thighs. Lower the heels but stay tall as you dive up and over. Walking the hands forward. Again, feeling a consistent flow of breath here. Bending your elbows, keeping the tummy strong, keeping the legs strong. Dive the head down as you coil the spine back up. Heels drop down as soon as you can. Try not to waddle around as you move. Roll the spine all the way back up. Lift the arms. Stretch even taller. Lower the heels. And again, diving the spine all the way down. Releasing through the back. Standing strong into the legs as you walk your hands forward. Bending and straightening. Articulating through the wrists, through the feet. Dive the head down, coil the spine back up. Heels tight together as you roll the spine back up. We'll take a little bit of standing work to finish. Cross the elbows and we're going to knee lifts. Keeping the hips nice and still, elevate the knees. Exhaling to lift and staying really tall. Trying not to shift the weight from one leg to the other, but really stay in the center, using a strong core again. Take the knees out to the side. Again, lifting them up nice and briskly if you can. Using that exhale to squeeze the abs as you lift the legs up. And finishing your last few there. Taking your arms down by your side, take your legs wider than your hips, take your arms out to the side, lift the heels and rotate all the way around till you catch the back ankle. Scoop and squeeze the air out. Restack the spine, coming all the way up, heels up. And we turn in the opposite direction. Keep rotating until you have the ankle. Squeeze the air out of your center and lift up as you inhale. All that fresh oxygen around the body. Good. Squeezing, releasing any tension through the backs, the legs, through the spine, any areas that we might have missed. Rotating all the way around, taking hold of the ankle and lifting up and release. Go ahead and take your hands behind your head for some heel raises. Heels tight together as you lift and lower. Imagine there's a wall behind you, so you're sliding up and down the wall. Release your arms and relax.